Hello, everyone. Casey Kendall, Prosperity North Advisors, a Kendall insurance agency protecting your prosperity. Welcome to Auto Insurance 101 Part 4, which we're going to talk about pricing determination. Now, there's a lot of different factors that go into pricing determination. We're going to break those down. In fact, we're going to talk about 10 of them today. In previous videos, we've talked about liability, we've talked about comp, collision, medical payments, talked about uninsured motorist, underinsured motorist, as well as roadside assistance and rental cars. So let's jump right into this and really try to understand what you've got in pricing and how it's all determined. So again, there's 10 big factors that determine auto insurance. There's other considerations that go into it as far as safety, anti-theft, repair costs, even your peer group, and that's typically your age and your gender. An important factor, auto insurance rates have increased 59% over the last 10 years, which is huge. Why? Well, cell phones. I mean, these things, it's so easy to be distracted. So pay attention while you're driving. Don't text and drive. So let's talk about number one, state requirements. So that every state makes their own laws. Now, Arizona has a state minimum. There's a separate video on what that's like, but don't get the state minimum. It's not going to cover you. Your prosperity can be blown in an instant if you get mixed up in the wrong situation. So every state sets their own requirements. Number two, age. Experience matters. In between that 16 to 25, your rates are going to be up. That's just the way it is. It just costs more to drive at that age. You've got teen drivers. Interesting fact, your rates will settle typically when you're in your 30s, but after you're 65, because of that cognizant decline, reaction times, those types of things, your rates will go up. And that's just what it is. So number three, the car make and model. If you've got a less expensive car, it's less expensive to repair. So think about what it costs to repair and maintain a Honda versus a Mercedes. So there's OEM parts, there's aftermarket parts, those types of things. There's also cars that are more likely to be stolen. Talking your Nissans, your Ford trucks, those cars are stolen in remarkable numbers. Number 4 and 5, these kind of go together. So you've got driver history, high-risk violations. That could be like excessive speeding or a DUI, something like that. And then your past claims, those include accidents. So any ticket, any accident, you could see a premium increase year over year or at the renewal of anywhere from 20 to 200%. And that's really determined by the insurance carrier and what risks they're willing to take and what's the likelihood of you filing a claim in the future. Then we've got your yearly miles. How often are you driving? How far are you driving? How far is it to work? What's the total mileage on the vehicle? And really the insurance company behind this in their thinking is the more you drive, the more likely you are to be involved in an accident or get a ticket. So it is what it is, and that's what it is. Number 7, believe it or not, credit. Credit makes a huge difference when it comes to the determination of the pricing. Now, credit for an insurance company isn't so much about your driving, it's are you going to pay them? And they want to make sure that you're going to pay them. An insurance company is not a nonprofit organization. They want their money. Interesting fact, 47 states, including Arizona, has the ability to pull your credit to determine the pricing factor. In California, Massachusetts, and Hawaii, they do not check your credits against the law. Number 8, zip code. Where do you live? Where are you parking your car at night? An insurance carrier will ask you, where's the house or where's the car garaged? And they're going to take into different factors like crime rates, crowded roads versus rural roads. If you live in a downtown area, that's going to be more crowded than even if you live in the suburbs or in a farming type community. Marital status. A married driver is less likely to be in an accident. In fact, by 50%. Maybe that's the factor that you're not just worried about yourself, you've got other loved ones, so you're going to drive a little bit safer. And then lastly, gender. And I got to be a little careful here. But in actuality, men under the age of 25 will pay 15% more than a woman. However, that gap will even out in your 30s. So those are the 10 factors that are determined for pricing in insurance for auto insurance. Now, there's a ton of little things that go into it, but you always want to make sure that you're working with a professional that understands your situation. Now, we've got other videos. If you have questions about liability, comprehensive, collision, medical payments, uninsured motorists, rental car underinsured motorists, roadside assistance, we cover deductible as well, the state minimum versus what you should have. That is my biggest passion. Don't get caught with the state minimum. It can potentially be extremely hazardous. And then we're going to go more in depth into teenage drivers. Thanks very much for your time. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share this video. Thanks very much. Have a great day.